Alright, Derek back, and I am back from a day of Human vs. Zombie Round 2. I went back to UF for the conclusion. I missed it on Saturday, so I wanted to see it. And this was essentially the kit I took with me. The Nerf Commander SC eBay purchase. I had used silicone grease on the plunger. Gave it a new spring. It's the spring from Orange Mod Works that also works on a deploy and a Raider. And God, works so well. Basically, anytime they saw me come up like this, they pretty much ran like crazy. It was awesome. I had a couple of problems with the gun being so strong. It destroyed the cheap darts I got off Amazon. Every once in a while they kind of flutter away. And to Gators Humans vs. Zombies credit, they wouldn't let me use some of these cheap Amazon knockoff Chinese darts with the hard tips. They were afraid on a stronger gun like that sniper rifle, it would hurt them. So I had to stick to the soft. They were using Koosh, but these like softer elite tips, they let me use some of those. So I did really well with this one. They kind of went after me really hard and eventually got me when about 5 or 6 zombies were distracting me. Shot about 2 or 3 of them. And another one went through some bushes and got me. Next game, I tried the Strife at night with very little light. I know some people like to put the tactical flashlight or torch on their gun. I don't think it would have helped. I'm looking straight ahead. The zombie came at me from the side. And I got used to, I put one Ultra Fire, not to overpower it, because this is not a modded Strife. 3 Duracells and 1 Ultra Fire. And he came up so quick, I went over, hit the trigger, nothing happened. After I went zombie, came back a little later, found out I had a bullet stuck. First one, I was using one of the cheap darts from their collection, jammed, dead. So yeah, I may be using the Springers next time. Now, as you can see, I've modified 2 Longshots. I like this one a little better, even though this part tends to fall off on me. It seems to hold, even though I took the trigger lock out of it. This one, I mean, listen to that. It takes so much more to cock it back, plus I'd probably hurt someone. This is probably effective at about 60 or 70 feet, accurate about 30, you know, to really hit a running target. This one, I could probably hit a running target about 50, but if they were any closer, I'd probably leave welts. So, not going to be able to use that one. Next time I use the Longshot, I will put the camera on it. There's nothing more fun than just walking up to 5 people who could probably bum rush you, see this gun, and they just go, no, and run away. So, took about 5-6 darts. As for the kit, this was just an apron I got off Amazon just for a tool belt, which is pretty badass. These clips fit just fine, but anytime I took off, they fell out. So I tried an extra belt to put them on. Didn't help much, so I've got another belt coming in the mail. Or like a military clip holder. Yes, I'm going full dork on this. You know, kind of getting used to it, like it. This work did not jam. I will try a 35 shot next time in the long strike. And this was particularly effective. The Scout. I took Drac's video to heart, and I put a penny in here. I actually had it weighted at one point and more in it, but I kept screwing up the spring and forgot to put the stuff back in. So right now this is stock spring. A hammer shot spring fits in the Scout, but I had a ridiculously hard time trying to prime it. So I went back to the original, have 1 penny, air restrictor has been bored out with a drill, and lithium grease on the plunger. And it works great, fired fast, I was able to reload from the front barrels, and it made it a good gun to pick up all the darts off the ground for all the little kids with us who were just spraying and praying. There's plenty of ammo to put in this thing. But I had fun. I am probably going to try and use the Longshot barrel. What did I do with it? Well, I'll show it to you guys a little bit later. I have a Longshot barrel that I got from the eBay bid that's not doing me any... Oh, here it is. It's not doing me any favors right now, because every time I put it in the Longshot guns, even as strong as they are, they shoot half as far. But I've taken it apart. I'm going to cut this off and use it for an undergun for one of these two. I'll pick the one I like best, and I'll have a little, you know, Aliens, Ellen Ripley under shotgun kind of thing going on. This is the pop tent I was talking about. I'm going to put the link below so you can see what it looks like. This is awesome. You go out, you unzip this out of the bag, and you stand back. And it pops up into pretty much something about as tall as me and about 2.5, actually 3 or 4 feet wide. So it's like a porta-john or a changing room, but it makes an absolutely awesome cover. It was 22 bucks on Amazon shipped. That's the thing about 2 of them. I think it's up to 25 now, and I'll show you a link on this too. I think I already said that. But yeah, the kit's coming together. Really had fun playing with the Nerfers the first couple of times. So the bug may hit me to work on kits, stuff like this. And I'll put a link for the Apron too, so you can see what I used. I used 12-shot clips because they didn't fall out as bad as the 18s were out of it. 6 shots fit perfectly in it, but I could only hold 6, so I tried 12 and just didn't run as hard. And I had to tear out the stitching at the top just a little bit. I cut through it to put in the Scout, and it fit in. I don't think I can do it unless I'm wearing it. And it fit in up top like this. So I'll put links for the stuff I used in case anyone looks for alternatives. And I'll update you when I can. I think I'm going to try and do a beta test of a game here around the house, just of this property, and I'll film it. I think you've seen some of the range tests I've done with the Nerf guns and how big this area is. And I'll film that so you guys can see how I do. Talk to you later.